Hello! Welcome to the Dragon Preservation Society of Staunton, Virginia YouTube channel. What's this? You're not aware that there are dragons in Staunton, Virginia? I wonder, do you know that there are likely dragons where you live? Well then, get a cup of tea and settle in. We have much to discuss. I am Leftenant Blackwolf, at your service. Here we will be presenting a variety of topics regarding dragon observation in historic downtown Staunton, Virginia. As well, we will show you how to observe dragons where you live and what you need to do so. Of course, we will be offering information about the many types of dragons that may be seen. What is the Dragon Preservation Society of Staunton? I am so glad you asked that question. The society was founded in 1870, the self-same year that Staunton was incorporated as a city. In those days, the thought of dragons prowling about the city streets would do naught but unsettle the local populace and create not support but antipathy for the welfare of these noble beasts. In fact, there are several fascinating tales about dragons in the downtown district. Permit me, if you will, to share a few. Looking here in the compendium on the observation of dragons. This is sold in our gift shop, Medieval Fantasies Company gift shop, on New Street in Staunton. Looking under Chapter 2, Dragon Legend and Lore of Downtown Staunton. Here we are. The Staunton Fire and Rescue Department, founded in 1790, is the oldest continuously operated fire company in Virginia. Well done! In August 1910, a giant sinkhole opened up on Baldwin Street where the old fire station was located. As a matter of fact, it's still there. It swallowed up several trees and a building near the old firehouse. It was feared that the firehouse and a new school building beside it would fall into the pit, which was 60 feet deep. Fortunately, the fire station was spared. Unfortunately, the building next door was destroyed in the sinkhole. Now there's a car park there. Well, few people know that there are vast limestone caverns hidden throughout and under the entire city. Certain dragons dwell in just such caverns. One of these is the blue dragon, also known as a water dragon. They have a tendency to be seen in the area of fire stations. Whether it is the excitement of the apparatus, the flowing water, something unknown, the glimpse of a blue dragon has often been reported in these areas. Here's another fascinating story regarding the clock tower building on Beverly Street. It was built on the former site of a Lutheran church. The clock's tower projected out from the building so that it could be seen from up and down Beverly Street. It also rang, and continues to do so to this day, every hour. so that those who could not see the clock face could still track the passing hours. The building was remodeled around 1930 with a smaller clock tower. Now, just one block down from the clock tower is the Marquee Building, built in 1895 by Staunton's renowned architect T.J. Collins. Now, on September 29th, 1896, what a night from what the archives tell us, there was a great battle between a fire drake and a blue dragon over the clock tower in Marquee's buildings. Before it began, folk were saying that a great fire drake was seen flying low down Beverly Street and went right over the clock tower building. My goodness, I think he knocked over something here. The two dragons became locked in a great battle over the Marquee Building. Fire dragons and water dragons are natural enemies, and will fight furiously upon encountering one another. Now, between these two buildings on Beverly Street is the Masonic Temple. Quite an amazing building, the construction of which began in 1895. When it was complete, the Masonic Temple was the tallest building in Staunton. It was 5 stories tall, and that didn't include the cellar or the gable rooms. Can you imagine? It was also the first building with an elevator. I call them a lift. And the first to have been wired for electricity. Truly a modern marvel in those days. Well, late on the night of September 29th, 1896, which we spoke of, several people reported seeing a green glowing light, and a great green dragon burst forth from the tower, and the townsfolk claimed to hear what sounded like the roar of 1,000 lions. It was at that time that both the fire drake and the water dragon, who were there having their bit of disconcertation, flew off in separate directions. In fright, it would appear. In another part of the city, south of Beverly Street, the first train station building was built in 1854 by the Central Virginia Railroad. This is over on Middlebrook Avenue. That depot was replaced in 1905 by the one standing there now, which was designed by, that's right, T.J. Collins. The water tower behind the station dates from about 1903. Now, the area around the train station is called the wharf area, the wharf district, and it looks like an oceanside wharf. When trains unloaded cargo, it says here, it was carried across the road on long wooden planks, much like the ship wharfs into the warehouse buildings on the other side of the street. At the turn of the century, circuses would arrive by train to perform in Staunton. They would have great parades going down what was then called Main Street. It is now known as Beverly Street. What a spectacle that was. Now, rumor has it that there once lived a great dragon in the caves near the train station. When you're at the train tracks, if you look across the tracks, you'll see basically like a cliff face, limestone cliffs going up, 30, 40 feet, at least, maybe even 50 feet up into the air, depending on where you're standing. There's a cavern behind those stones. Well, around those caves along the railroad tracks, people told stories of the hair on their heads sticking out as if there were immense amounts of static electricity about. And it was often said that the sound of thunder could be heard near the station when there wasn't a storm in sight, as well as seeing great bright flashes of light. Imagine how frightening that could be. Well, these are just a few of the stories regarding dragons in downtown Staunton. Might you know of any other stories of dragons in Staunton, Virginia? Or perhaps where you live? I would be thrilled to see those stories or read about them. I'd be so grateful if you could share those with us. Now, the Dragon Preservation Society of Staunton was founded not by a single person, but a collective of individuals whose sole purpose, sole focus, was to protect and observe the dragons of Staunton and the surrounding environs. This is where our motto comes from. You'll see right here. Ut custodius et tuere, to protect and observe. And to this very day, the society is comprised of men, women, boys, girls, who see dragons for their grace and beauty, not just their fearsome demeanor. Permit me, if you will, to introduce some members of the society. We each have a specific role to play, and each are in accordance with our skills and expertise. Now, first and foremost, in my opinion, is Professor Helga Wildridge. Now, Professor Wildridge is a professor of dragon artistry. She is an expert in all things regarding dragons in art, such as architecture, sculpture, textiles, paintings, and much more. Now we see here Danny Dakota. Danny is head of the Dragon Entrapment and Relocation Personnel. She and her team, brave souls all they are, they entrap and rehabilitate and relocate unsociable dragons. These dragons then find homes where they will be happy, and of course the people living in their areas will be happy as well. Their hard work ensures peace and tranquility for all. As I said before, I am Leftenant Blackwolf, and I am a dragon observation expert. I have traveled far and wide observing and studying dragons. My speciality is in how to safely observe dragons, knowing their habits and habitats, as well as tracking and finding dragons. I was so fortunate when I came here to Staunton to find such a variety and volume. It's amazing the number of dragons that dwell in Staunton, Virginia. So I thought, what better place than to settle down, as it were, and observe the dragons of this wonderful area and find out more about all the many types of dragons here in Staunton, Virginia. Now, I am sure at this juncture you are wondering, how might you become a member of the society as well? Well, it is simplicity itself. Merely visit the Medieval Fantasies Company gift shop in downtown Staunton. It's located at 10 South New Street in Staunton, and pick up a free Dragon Quest map to begin your adventure. You'll see here some information about the society. There's also a map giving the general locations of all the dragon sightings throughout downtown Staunton. Currently, there are 19 dragons throughout downtown Staunton. And on the back of which you will find your dragon guide, and there are clues to the locations of each of these dragons. You will find some of the dragons are inside businesses, some are nearby, some are way up high, some are hiding down low. You'll never know where you might find one of these dragons. And some of them are quite large, while other ones are much smaller. So this quest goes on year-round, so that really there's no hurry for you to do your quest, but when it suits you and you filled out the back of the clues, bring it back to the gift shop and present it there, you will receive, and everyone with you who went on your quest, a membership badge to the Dragon Preservation Society of Staunton. You see that I'm wearing one as well, and the other members of the society wear theirs proudly as well. So, for more information, please look at the links below or go to our website, medievalfantasyco.com. We have certainly enjoyed you visiting with us here today, and we hope you have enjoyed your time with us as well. Please be sure to like and subscribe to stay informed of all the Society is doing. We look forward to seeing you again soon, and hope you will join us in the adventure. Happy dragon observing!